Welcome to the Sunshine Link, your source of recorded activities for senior care. Our purpose is to provide you with meaningful and engaging activities that span a wide variety of interests, from music to physical activity to world history to sharing memories. We hope that this brings some sunshine to your day.
Hi everyone, I'm Mare and welcome to Writing Club. I teach high school English, and every time I assign a new assignment, my kids say, I don't know what to write. So I tell them, write what you know. And then they look at me and say, Miss, I don't know anything. I don't even know where to start. So today we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start by looking into your past and looking into something that you know, something that made you feel alive. So for our first activity today, we are going to start writing descriptions. The first thing I have for you today is a picture of a puppy. I would like you to describe the puppy without any judgment. That means no descriptive words. Don't tell me it's cute. Yes, I know it's adorable, but don't tell me it's cute. What do you see? What color is its fur? Where is it? What kind of expression does it have? What's its collar like? Describe to me exactly what you see, and I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do so. Okay, wonderful. Now, let's go on to the second photo. It's going to be something completely different, and I want you to do the same thing. No judgments. Absolutely none. Just what do you see? Give you another 2 minutes to write down what you see. It can be full sentences, it can be just keywords, whatever works for you. Okay, one more picture. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's food. And describing taste can be a very different experience because we don't really think about the kinds of words that we use when we describe taste, unless you watch a lot of Food Network, which I definitely do. But that's okay. So take a second, a couple minutes. What do you see? Wonderful. So now that we've gotten into the swing of describing what we see, now we're going to do a little bit of a visualization. So I'd like everybody to close your eyes, or if you don't feel comfortable, find a blank spot on a wall or on the floor that you can stare at, that you can just let your mind go blank. I'd like you to think about a moment in time in your life that you felt really alive, that really made you feel like you were happy to be here on this earth. And I'd like you to let your mind go blank and just really take yourself there. What did it smell like? What did you see? What did it sound like? Was there a smell? Was there a particular taste in the air? Think about all the 5 senses. Really go there. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. One more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. And when you're ready, you can flood your eyes open or blink your eyes back into the room. And I want you to take a piece of paper. And I'd like you to list on the piece of paper all 5 senses. So sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. All of those senses. And I want you to list keywords or phrases that correspond with each of those senses that are from that moment in your life. So what did you see if you walked into this space? What would you see immediately? If you walked in, what did you hear? What were the noises that bring you back there? And what were the scents that take you right there? All 5 senses. Taste may be a little bit difficult, but that's okay. You can leave it if you want. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to set that up and do that. Also, feel free if you'd like to use voice-to-text technology or use a scribe if you need. Okay, now that we have that done, I would like you to take your different words and I'd like you to take a pen or a pencil or a highlighter, underliner, whatever you want. And I'd like you to star, highlight, somehow make it known which ones are the most vivid, which ones really take you there, which ones are the key ones that if you were going to describe this to somebody, the ones that you would tell them first. So underline those ones. You can underline, highlight, whatever, from each of the senses. And you're going to take those stars, and then you're going to turn those into sentences. So, for example, if we're describing a diner, I had this diner that I used to go to when I was a little kid, and it had green seats. So that was something that I would see. I would see the green stools. So under my site column, I would say green stools and maybe forest green because that was the color. So I would take that and turn it into a sentence. The stools were green. Very simple. Don't overthink it. Just take your time. Make it into a full sentence. I'm going to give you about 5 to 10 minutes to do that. Okay, wonderful. Now that you have this group of sentences, they may be a little bit simple. And when we're writing, especially sensory descriptions, we want to really bring the person that's reading it, the person that's listening to it being read out to them, really into that scene. So now we're going to start using a little bit more flowery language. So my favorite way to do that are through similes and metaphors. Similes are comparisons using like or as, and metaphors are comparisons without like or as. So if I have those forest green stools, forest green is a color, but it also can be taken as a metaphor because we're comparing the color of the stools to a forest. I could also say that the stools are green, the same color green as a forest. I use the word as, which means it is a simile. So take those sentences, all the ones that you have, and I'd like you to turn them into a simile or a metaphor. The reason we do this is because when you make that comparison, it allows the reader and allows the other people who are seeing this to understand exactly what you mean because you're taking something that you know and equating it to something that they know. Give you about 10, 15 minutes to do that. Don't be afraid to think about it. Be creative and really get those juices flowing. Now's your time to use that fun language, all those adjectives that you love that really make your brain happy. Wonderful. Now that you have those beautiful similes and metaphors, you can take those, they're kind of disjointed right now. So now we can take them and we can put them into an order. Take a pen, pencil, have somebody help you if you need, and I want you to number them in an order that you think would work. Because right now they're kind of all over the place. They're not cohesive, and we want to make them so. So if you number them from 1 to 10, 1 would go first in your paragraph, 10 would be the last. So you can take those numbers, play around with them, think about how you would tell the story. If you were going to tell it to somebody out loud, same kind of thing. So if I was walking into this diner, most of the time I would talk about what I see first. I see people hustling and bustling. I see the stools. I see the big ice cream sign in neon pink. And then I start to smell the burgers flipping and the grease from the fries. And then I start to hear all the chatter and the plates clinking and the forks and knives against the plates. So that would be my order. What would be yours? Take 5 minutes and play around with the order until you get one that you like. Awesome. Now we put it together. So you have this order now. Take a fresh sheet of paper, something that is plain and clean, and I want you to write it into a paragraph. We start every paragraph with a topic sentence. Topic sentence is the sentence that sets the tone for your paragraph. So what is going to be that first sentence that captures your reader, that gets them into it, that makes them want to continue with you on this journey into this moment in time? That's your first one. You may need to add some transition words that will help link your sentences. Words like and also, and therefore, and however, and because, and but. All of those words help to link sentences together to create a nice flow. Obviously, there are hundreds of transition words, and you can choose whichever ones work for you, but be creative with them. You can also add transition sentences, little tiny sentences that allow the reader to go from the first bit to the last bit, and you can link sentences together. Don't be afraid to do that as well. You can link one part about some sort of sound to something that you see. You can bring it into one sentence with the word and. Play around with it. I'm going to give you about 20 minutes to put it together. And there we have it, a sensory descriptive paragraph. Congratulations, that's step 1 in our writing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you for joining us at the Sunshine Link. Did you enjoy that activity? If so, we'd love to hear from you. Comment below, make sure to subscribe, and join our email list. We hope this brought some sunshine to your day.